Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews, special edition Icehouse revisited with Nissin top ramen chicken flavor. Alright, so we'll get to that. Alright, so here's Icehouse, introduced in 1993. It says on the can, ale. And I have old cans over 10 years ago say ale, not lager, ale. Plank Road Brewing Company, it's a division of Miller Brewing, which is owned by Molson Coors. Okay, it's certified kosher, and for a 12-ounce serving, it is 153 calories, which is not too bad. Water, barley malt, corn syrup. Yeah. Yeast and hop extract. This refrigerator. All right. Hop extract. There's a date, guys, but as you can see, the date is somewhat compacted. But it is, I checked other cans, it's pretty fresh. All right. And it was $5.79 for a 6-pack at a local store. All right. So I've been drinking this off and on since '96. I didn't drink beer. I didn't drink any beer until February '96, and I used to say it tastes like Dixie beer, the old Dixie beer made in New Orleans, Louisiana, until 2021. So, okay, so Nissin, they started making instant noodles in 1958. They claim they're the original ones. I guess they are. They started selling to the USA in 1972. Momofuku Ando invented instant ramen noodles in 1958 when he created chicken ramen, which is the one I have. This was not by design, I just grabbed this one. He went on to create the original top ramen for the US in 1970. But they're saying on their website it didn't arrive here until 72. If I read this ingredients list, it might take 30 minutes. But it does include dried leek flake. Gardena, California. It's a Japanese company that's made in the USA. Back in the 1980s, mid to late 80s, we would buy this when we were going to college at Southeastern Louisiana University. That was the one that had top ramen. Marushan came in later. That's a good product too. It's a little later introduction. I think like 1961. It came to the US in like mid 70s. We'll get into that later. All right, so Icehouse, clear golden. Get a thick head of foam or a narrow brim glass. It's clear as a bell. Straw, golden straw. So, lunchtime pairing. People have asked me to do these food pairings, so I agreed to it. It's a nice, robust aroma in the nose, like the cereal grains, the barley, the corn products, the hop products, which is hops, not a grain. It's more like a spice. A flour. Yeah, Icehouse is always solid. I mean, you want to get it fresh. You don't want to get some old, short, or late dated. Don't do that. You can get it fresh and cheap anyway, so I mean, assuming you can find it. Medium body. Sweetness is like 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. Forgot to do these last couple of times with the scale. Bitterness is probably 1.5 out of 5 hop cones, so it's not a hoppy beer, it's bready. Thing about Icehouse, you can get 12-ounce bottles in 12 packs at one store here, and the other store sells the 6-pack of pint cans, like I said, $5.79 fresh. A few stores here and there around New Orleans will have the 42-ounce bottles, and I don't remember the price, but it's not much, inflation factored in. And There is one store on 3188 Louisiana Highway 3188 on the northbound side of the road highway that has Icehouse in the 24-ounce cans. But once again, you want to check the freshness. And then a lot of stores carry the Icehouse. Edge. They used to sell that. Now, I haven't seen Icehouse Edge since 2019. That may be theoretically available. They did discontinue it in 2021, but they brought it back about 2023. Icehouse Edge, so may or may not be here. And I don't think it's an actual ice beer. I think Icehouse Edge is really just a high gravity malt liquor. And if you look carefully at, well, they changed the website, but the old website, if you looked carefully, they didn't actually claim it was an ice beer. But this is an ice beer. It's one of the original American ice beers from over 30 years ago, where they drop the beer down to freezing, filter out the ice crystals, meaning taking out water and making a more concentrated alcoholic beverage. Can't go wrong with this ice brewed ale, as they say on the label. All right, so now the top ramen. So, boil it get it to boil. Cooks pretty fast. I put some diced onions, yellow onions, which I have there in the bag. I don't know if they're showing up on the video. Some diced jalapeno pepper, which I bought at Walmart. I put in some Rouse's hot sauce, some black pepper. So here we go. Got to say the prayer. Pray the prayer. I mean, ramen noodles are kind of like ice beer. You just look at it in a certain context. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't get too wrapped up in it. But they are the original. That's why they say the original. So I don't remember the price. I bought a 12-pack. December 12, 2024. Yeah, should be able to get through this in that period of time. So yeah, it's been about 35 years since I've had the top ramen, because Marashan pretty much took over my area. And I know that's a big controversy, and you got partisans, and they'll say, Marashan, you like that more? I'm unfriending you on Facebook. I'm blocking you. I'll show you all. It's like, all right, I don't know what you're showing people, but maybe that you're crazy. No added MSG. Well, MSG, that's, as it turns out, it's not unhealthy, but it does give some people headaches for an allergy related reason. Never bothered me, but, and they sell, Accent has got to be one of the top products in this town. People buy Accent, the flavor enhancer, all day, every day, all day, every day. Crazy. It's hot. Now, brings back memories. When I did the Ramen Express, their noodles were good, but they were flat. Like, these are more rounded. These in the Marashan are more rounded, but the Ramen Express were more flat. That's a newer product from 2019. Good though. So yeah. People ask me a lot of times, like, what is a good beer to pair with this and that? And I tell them I don't really have any experience with beer and food pairings aside from like very pedestrian things like hog's head cheese or Vienna sausage with beer. That's not really probably what you're looking for. But I think with spicy foods or savory foods like this, as low shelf as they may be, I think a light to medium or ice lager does work, or in this case an ice ale. You're probably skipping aging steps, and they're using top fermenting yeast. In other words, a cheap beer would be good with these, like, you know, a light dry beer, because you can get a lot of inexpensive light dry beers that are fine, you know. You say, what about Miller High Life? Yeah, I think that would work. Old Milwaukee, yeah, but should be perfect. What about Kirin Ichiban from Japan? Yeah, but, you know, obviously that's not going to be $19.99 a 30-pack like some of these here. I think ultimately you would have to do a blind taste test between the different ramen noodles, which you're never going to see on this channel. I'm not that into it, but yeah, I mean, I'll let the people that make comments battle it out on the comment section about Nissin versus Marashan, and people get absolutely enraged about it. And, you know, ramen noodles is something to get very angry about. So, I don't remember the price, like I said, but I don't think it was significantly more or less than the Marashan. They're like comparable. Now, I went to one local store and they had the Mama from Thailand. He told me the price for the 12-pack. I was like, I don't think I'm going to buy that. But Mama is big around here in the convenience stores. But I hadn't been impressed. Well, I wasn't impressed with the price the first time, so I'm going to check it out. I would like to try it. It's a Thai company, and you know, I can't say if it's going to be the same because I never had. Literally, the only ramen noodles I ever had was the Ramen Express, the spicy extra spicy chili pepper, which was very good. The flat noodles, the Nissin top ramen, all kind of flavors, and the Marashan. So that's the three I've had. So I can't comment on all the other brands, which there are many. Mm. But this is a winner. Does it taste the same as the Marashan? No, it doesn't. It doesn't taste the same as Ramen Express. So are they all the same run-of-the-mill college dorm products? No, they aren't. They have a unique flavor. You know, similar to like Bush Ice is not going to taste like Icehouse. They'll have a generalized flavor, but they will not have the same flavor. No, we don't get Bush Ice in Louisiana. We get natural ice. But I think most people that did a blind taste test between natural ice and natural ice and Icehouse, they wouldn't think, you know, they would probably be able to tell them apart. They're not the same. Probably equally as good, but they're not the same, no. It's almost like a little nutty note, like pecan, but it's probably being influenced by the food. All right, so anyway, it's a winner. I would recommend dressing it up with some diced onions, jalapeno pepper, like I said, a sliced big chunk of the Irish organic Kerrygold Irish cheddar, and whatever else you want to put in it. But some people add sausage. I've done that many times. So yeah, all right. So a winner score here, as usual. I mean, I could see dropping it down to 90, like excellent, sort of excellent. But I think realistically, it'd probably be more like about a 93, most excellent. It's a really good product, and you don't have to pay a lot. Nissin Top Ramen. I'll do another video in 33 years, you know, but The noodles are a little bit different than the Marishin, can't say quite how. Definitely detached from the Ramen Express, but that's kind of an off-the-wall company, but may have a following. I wouldn't be disinterested in following it. I mean, it's all right. I mean, I can see why this has a following. It's an okay product. So, all right. So, Lazy, I'll score this one at. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like 93, 93. Like most excellent. You know, considering different things. You know, qualified, so to speak. But yeah, good products. So I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Gardenia, California, take a food factory tour, or go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and take a brewery tour.